much, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go from Oakland. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Marcus Allen, who won a Super Bowl MVP with the Raiders. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
And now they face a 2nd and 6 after the penalty.
Come get some. Come on, come get some. He don't want it. Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest, you can draft the most athletic guys, but if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Going deep for Hopkins. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
Attack, attack!
From midfield, here's Mahomes. This will be caught by Randy Moss. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 22. Mahomes now on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Let's go right here.
A first carry now from Marshawn Lynch. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That good for 19 and a 1st down. Now here's Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
And they'll run for it with Lynch. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Go, Mike 50, Mike 50. Go. It's just me and you.
They're going to look to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
A gain of 14 yards brings up 3rd down.
We're ready. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full street. Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50.
They'll look to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Watch the pass. No. Yellow. Shoot.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
At the Bears' 41-yard line.
Check 15.
Now a give, right side. Jackson. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at about the Bears' 32.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. 1st level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check 43.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Raiders 7, Bears nothing.
I don't listen. Watch the draw. 6 guys. 6 guys.
1st down, the run with Lynch. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
It's easy.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Yellow. Let him know. Attack. Exit. You can't block me. Mike's 50.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. That one's got it complete. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make it 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Mike's 50.
Now back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th.
Mike's 50. I got you. Hayward. Here we go. 50.
They're going to try and throw. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. There he goes right side. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went in the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Fielded about a yard deep. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. 2nd and 1. That'll be caught by Rice. And the ball is knocked out. And the Raiders pick it up. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Yellow. Hey, 15.
On first down, Lynch. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Let's go. Yellow.
Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the Bears, 16-yard line.
Heavy on the edges. Watch the safety creep. Tighten up. Yellow.
From the 16, Mahomes flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. First down.
It's a gain of 2.
They'll run on first down. It's Lynch. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. A give to Lynch from the shotgun. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Marshawn Lynch, as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Lutz with the extra point. And the rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. Fights loose. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check 37. Check 64.
Now Allen. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll throw now on the final play. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Yellow. Okay, just like that. Just like that.
They'll run it. Here's Lynch. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They run on first down with Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Mahomes. His throw incomplete. 6-time Pro Bowler Randy Moss, the intended receiver. But it's going to be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Motion.
On second down, Lynch. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
Hey, 43, 15. Check 45 to Mike. Check 40. Hey, 43. Yo.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. That one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Looking again that time for Amari Cooper, and that'll bring up second down.
I 7, let's go. Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Get in the weight room. 45.
Mahomes to throw once more. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he is in. Touchdown.
got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no. You better call back up.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The first carry for the legend, it's Bo Jackson. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, you got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Let's go. You tighten up.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He gets this one to Johnson. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one, a first down pickup of 8. So here's a first and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. Working from the gun, Mahomes. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Tyreek Hill, 49 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You can have a lot to handle in this one.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go, defense.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up a touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Check back 21. We ain't giving them nothing today. Hey, check back 21. Back 21. Check back 21. Let's go, D. Big shit.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Man open, it's Moss, complete. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3 and out.
Check 9, check 9. Shift, watch the shift. 36. Rush in, rush in, rush in. Hey, 15.
On 1st down, Lynch. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
That's it, baby.
On the stop was Aaron Donald.
Check back 21, Mike 21, check back 21. Hey, check back 21, Mike 21, check back 21.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mahomes completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Back to the ground, Lynch. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. So after the run by Lynch, here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Flush to his right. And his throw is incomplete. Randy Moss, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. And just 1 tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller there to make the grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becomes difficult because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deion Sanders. And what a return as he brings this. All the way back down to the 20-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Mike, hello. I'm on 80. 43. 43.
They'll run on 1st down. Jackson. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go super. I go super saiyan, gold tanks. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. I don't wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball main. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched, and I better get set in it. Finish them. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum all. In the end result, I'm better killing them all. Rogue one, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a team with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go super saiyan, gold tanks. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go super saiyan, gold tanks. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's Randy Bullock now to put toe to leather. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. It's a short kick here, fielded at the 24. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's put that team on the punch. Check. Hey, Ridley.
Mahomes now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their 2nd down call is going to look like now.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
He's checking crack. Kill.
Mahomes going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That was a long pass attempt downfield, and the ball was popped up in the air. And how come things go from really fast to almost slow motion when the ball's up in the air and the defender's unable to haul it in before it hits the ground?
Mike 50. 3 buzz. Showing it. Yellow. Check 13. Check.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
At the 44
Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Check out. Ready.
After the interception, it's long. Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved. Able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
Luck now to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Big stop, G. Big
Here's Locke. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Rod Woodson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
I know you ain't got it. Hey, 15, 24. Mike, 55. Right there.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Safe. Check 3. Hey, 57.
Now the first carry for Marshawn Lynch. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And the Raiders first down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Hey, 43, 15.
They'll run it with the 85 MVP, Marcus Allen. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
He's coming to you.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mahomes got a man. It's Randy Moss, complete. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Look, we came into this one focused on Randy Moss, and now he has our full attention with his first grab of the game.
Well, he's one of only 2 players to go a whole season averaging over 100 yards receiving and average a touchdown per game as well. That's a pretty impressive stat.
It really is, especially when you consider that every defense he faced was prepared for him and was kicking coverages in his direction.
I'm coming after you.
Mahomes now on first down. Oh, what a catch there by Cooper. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
10 more yards. Complete to Amari Cooper. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. So after the run by Lynch, here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Squeeze. Alpha. Pick your game up. Check. 40's mark. 40's a mic. 40's a mic.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Hatch it.
On second down now, it's Lynch. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
A loss of a yard on the play. It's now third down and 4.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Come on, D.
We're scoreless after one. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Yellow. Charlie. Mike, 55.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Got a man. It's Randy Moss. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 25-yard line. Mahomes now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down.
Watch it, Here we go. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Share.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And this is caught by Cooper for a Raider touchdown. Amari Cooper there to make the grab as his guys are on the board first here tonight. What's good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken at his 4.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start first and 10. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10.
They'll try the left side. Dickerson, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and set them down.
3rd and long, it's Lott. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. They're going to go for it here on 4th. Luck in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to go. It's Lott. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Out of the gun, Lott. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
On 2nd and 11 now. Luck. And his throw here's incomplete. 6-time Pro Bowler Calvin Johnson, the intended target. But now it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Flushed out right. That was going to let it go deep right sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down?
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
They snap it to Luck. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Yellow. 55. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike 43. 43. Yeah. You don't want none. Check safety. Check safety. Check, check, check.
Mahomes now on 1st down. He goes full extension, and he's got it. A good pick up there at 20 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it.
Check, 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 check. Check. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Hey, 43, 43, 50.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Now again, right side. It's Jackson. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Yellow. 180. Silver, silver. 15, 15.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Luck. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Throwing is Luck. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. picked off at the 39. And these guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
STRO. Yeah. How many of y'all came to win? Oh, they asking my name, huh? You ready? STRO. I ain't come to play with you. Yeah. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. Yeah. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. Yeah. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Ready? 60 out low. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. You don't want that.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 16-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, Mike 20. Mike. Hey, they're scared. Check. Fragno. Wide. Switch.
From the gun, Jackson. Going right side here, and that's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Check. Back. Go. Out. Here we go.
And now he'll tuck it and run. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch out.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
50 to Mike. 50 to Mike. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Attack. Go. Mike 50. Watch the back.
On the carry, here's Marshawn Lynch. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Brandon, I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our pregame meeting, but this guy has been around a long time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters, and this is what he's always had, and that's a nose for the football. He's able to come away here with the interception.
Slam. Up.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now this throw caught left side. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. He gets this one to Johnson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Here we go on 4th down to Jackson. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Go, baby, return. Get that ball. Get that ball. Jam, get the yellow. Jumper. Hey, 57, coach.
On 1st down, it's Jackson. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside.
Taking it right down Broadway. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A 21-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken short. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack, his second sack of the night. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On second down, here's Barkley. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
Now 3rd down and long.
Ready up. 50, Mike. 50. Come on, boy. Go. You got me.
He can run for it, and he will. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
You got him. You got him. You got him.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
50, Mike. 50. Good track. Good track. Mike 50. Mike 50. Mike 50. Watch a slap. Watch a slap.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former USC man, Taylor Mays. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Hey, 43.
They'll try the ground game with Jackson, and this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Back to the ground, this time Lynch. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Here is Lynch on 3rd and goal. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. And Lutz puts this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. He already has 2 sacks to his credit, now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out and out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible. Because right now, he is wrecking.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Khalil Mack in there to get him yet again. That is his third sack tonight. They can't figure him out. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. On 4th down, out is the punter Cameron Johnston to boot it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And they'll give to Lynch out of the gun. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Yellow. 43. 15.
Mahomes going to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Bell. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick 6 really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. This fielded at the 2.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Staying open.
Now here's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Randy Moss as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
The Lions take over 1st and 10. Let's go! At their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Jackson. This will be caught by Randy Moss. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Right here. Move. Tighten up.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He sets to fire deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Rob Woodson. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. This is taken at the 3. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Yellow. Even. 4 down. Even. Like 50, Mike.
Now Mahomes. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Check 26. SOS. Switch. 43.
They'll run on first down.